All right, hello students. Now we're going to go ahead and kind of take it now into a coordinate plane type of problem. We're going to find the distance between points on an axis. So it says consider the 2 points, -4, 0 and 5, 0. What do the ordered pairs have in common? What does this mean in their location on a coordinate plane? So what do both these points have in common? Well, hopefully he knows they both have zeros, or both of the y coordinates are 0. Both points have a y coordinate of 0. And what does that mean? Which means that both points are on the x-axis, not the y. Remember, if both of them have a y-coordinate of 0, that means they're moving along the x-axis. That's one reason why the x values are different or greater than 0. So if we're to make kind of a quick sketch of this, I know it doesn't say to do it, but let's kind of make a quick sketch of what this would look like. If I have a coordinate plane, and as you see, it's pretty small because I don't really need the y. This is more of just like a number line. If this is the y, this would be the 0, right? If this is like a number line. And if I move, if I plot the first point, -4, 0, -4, 0 would be about right here. If I was kind of just making a quick sketch, this isn't exact. If I was going to plot the other point, 5, 0, it would go over here. So as you can see, this kind of looks like just like a number line. If I kind of shrink this down a little bit and got rid of these zeros and zeros, all that would be is a number line. That's kind of what that would be. So there you go. All right, so let's go and look at the next part. It says, how do you find the distance between two numbers on a number line? So how will we find the distance between these 2 points? Well, we kind of already talked about that in the previous one. It says, well, first, what we would need to do is we don't want this to be negative. We want it to be positive. So what we would do is we would need to find both numbers' absolute value. Remember, we want to know how far they are away from 0. So we would find their absolute value. Oops, I'm spelling value wrong. There you go. So if I was to find the distance between these points, I'd first need to find the x-axis or x-coordinate's absolute value. Then, well, there's 2 different things we could do. First, if they're on opposite sides of 0, like these 2 are, if the numbers are on opposite sides of 0, or just opposite sides, opposite sides of 0, we would add them together. Add the numbers. We would add numbers. I'm trying to simplify this as much as I can. If they're on the same side of 0, we would then subtract the numbers. If the numbers are on this the same side of 0, we would subtract the numbers. So to kind of oops, I didn't put an S over here. To try to make this as simply as possible, when we're talking about this, we first need to find their absolute values. That's why in the ones before, we just talked about positive numbers. We didn't see any negative numbers. If the numbers are on opposite sides of 0, we would add them together. So like these are on opposite sides of 0, we would need to add them together because this is 4 units and then 5 units. So that's 9 units altogether. It says if they're on the same side, this is kind of like the 3 and the 12, like on the previous problem. They're both going the same direction on the same side of 0, then we have to subtract the numbers. Okay, it's kind of that simple. But you have to remember this rule. So it says use the same method to find the distance between these 2 points. So we're going to take this method and we're going to find the distance between these 2 points. Well, since both of the values of 0, or y, are 0, we don't need to worry about them. We kind of get rid of the ones that are the same. All we concentrate on are the ones that are different for right now. So the absolute value of -4, is +4. Then we have the absolute value of +5, and of course the absolute value of +5 is still +5. So these 2 numbers, the 4 and the 5, we're just simply going to add them together. Now I'm going to add because they're on opposite sides, right? One's to the left of 0, one's to the right of 0. And of course, that gives me an answer of 9. So go ahead and kind of write the statement out. The distance between these 2 points is 9 units. Distance between these 2 points, oops, messed up there. These 2 points are, is 9 units. All right, so there you go. There would be your answer. The distance between -4, 0 and 5, 0 is 9. So there you go. Go ahead and stop the video and go ahead and move on to the next one.